Hello, Homotron readers, and welcome to our first video segment on Homotron.net. My name's Den Boy, and I'm here to talk about 3G iPhone. Okay, well, not really about the 3G iPhone. We've got enough of that, but I'm going to talk about the apps available on the App Store in a 3G iPhone. Now, in the last few days or so, I've been playing around with all the free apps available on the App Store so that I can bring you what are the best that I think apps you can get for free. So let's start, shall we? Alright, so the first application I want to talk about is called Twitterrific by the Icon Factory. And if you're a Twitter user on the Mac, you're probably familiar with Twitterrific. It is just works just like the desktop client on Mac OS X. As you can see, it loads up the Twitter stream with everyone on there, and you can follow along, including direct messages and everything. And as you can see there, our very own Jesse James is right there twittering. You can also double click on each Twitter and get a profile information for each person. You can reply to them, direct reply, everything. You can even use a GPS in the phone to update your Twitter profile with your current location, exact GPS location. And if somebody else has their GPS location on a profile, you'll be able to click and it'll launch the Google Maps application and put a dot where that person is, so you can actually, if you're nearby each other, you can find each other. So that's a really cool application. You can go back. It is a free app. There is a $10 premium version that will not have ads, but as you can see, there's barely any ads within the stream. Every once in a while, I'll insert one. As you can see there, there's an ad, but for the most part, they're very few and far between. So the free application is very much worth it. I definitely recommend it for anybody that's a Twitter holic like me. Um, the next application I want to talk about is called Box Office. And Box Office, what it does is, of course, pretty much what it implies. It tells you about the movies that are currently playing nearby. So you can set the location by the GPS. Of course, you can enter your zip code, and you can see the movies playing near you either by title, as you can see here, or by rating. And what's really cool is it pulls a ratings from Rotten Tomatoes and lists them by the Rotten Tomatoes rating. As you can see, Wally is of course the king of the ratings right now, and when you click on there, you can see exactly what times each movie is playing nearby, and gives you a description of the movie, and you can click and also buy tickets for the movies online right on your phone. And it can also give you directions, and you tap to call the movie theater and everything, so you can get it all taken care of and watch the movie. So that's Box Office for You by Cyrus Najmabadi. So that's a great app for finding movies. The next app I want to talk about is the New York Times by, of course, the New York Times. And you're probably asking yourself, why would you want this instead of just browsing the New York Times website? Well, one, it's a lot faster than the New York Times website, since it only pulls each article data. And it also formats each article in a nice, easy to view Apple iPhone format. As you can see there, you can read the article. It's a nice big photo there. You can read it. Of course, being free, it does insert an ad at the bottom of each article as you view it. So, but it's fairly small, and doesn't really take away that much from your viewing area. So it's great for if you're a news junkie. You can basically browse pretty much the whole New York Times archive. You can see there's all of the sections of the New York Times right there, arts, book reviews, everything. And if you're so inclined, you can also browse by photos. As you can see, here's the photos of most of all the current news on the New York Times, the latest. And you can click on that photo. Hey, that photo looks interesting. What's that article about? And you can see and read the latest news, that article. So this is about dangerous lessons, some artist. So that's the New York Times, but of course, the New York Times. The next application I want to talk about is called Remote by Apple themselves. And what this application does is really cool. It hooks into your, over Wi-Fi, into your own iTunes on your computer. And it will show you, it will allow you to browse your library. As you can see here, browse it all around. Even search your library and control all the music on your library. So If you want to look really cool and control all of your music, you can always let's see, pair of shoes, Coldplay there. Now yellow is playing on my computer, and you can see it loads up the album artwork and everything. I can control, I can pause it, play it, I can scrub through it just as if it was right here on the iPod. I could scrub through the music right there. I can make the volume louder, softer, everything. And of course, search and browse. So it's a great application. The only thing that's missing is the ability to make playlists here on the iPhone remote. That would be a great idea if you were, for example, hosting a party and you asked people, you were going around asking people, hey, what song do you want to listen to next and all that stuff. So you could add it dynamically on there so you could play it on your sound system or Wi-Fi. So Apple, if you're listening to this, this is a great feature that I would love to see and would make this application pretty much perfect. As it is very pretty and shows you and very useful. Um, so that is Remote by Apple. The next application I want to talk about is, of course, AIM by AOL. And of course, the missing feature that's always been bemoaned and cried about on the iPhone is, of course, instant messaging. But of course, now with the App Store, AOL has developed their own AIM application for the iPhone. As you can see your buddy list by groups. Of course, see it straight up. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to show all my buddies. You can also see your favorites there and update your very own info as well. Whether you're away, visible, all that stuff, messages and away messages. You can also look at all your open IMs. So you can see some IM with myself here. And you can switch between IMs simply by swiping, as you can see, and type and IM your buddies, all that stuff. Very easy, pretty much just like they showed in the iPhone software map before. You can do. Now, when you quit this application and go back to the home screen, it will not tell you if you get new IMs. That feature is not yet in place. It will come in September when Apple gives developers access to that kind of feature. So right now it will keep you online, but it won't tell you that you're receiving IMs until you launch the application once again. You can also change the settings so that it actually signs you off when you quit the application, for those of you like me who don't really want that going on. So that's AIM by AOL.